My name's Doug, and I'm going to show you what's new with Office 2010. Here at Office, my teammates and I have been working on putting new things in this box, Office 2010. Well, they've been working on it harder than I have. But we have lots of new things in here, and I want to show you some of our favorites. Well, really the only thing in the box is a silver disc. That's all there is. I mean, but we'll just say inside the box on the silver disc is lots of cool features, including this guy. There's a guy in the box. Well, actually it's a picture of a guy, and actually the guy is at office.com. That's the resource site where you get templates, help articles, images like this, whether you're offline or online with your Office program. Now, we have a lot of cool picture tools I want to show you about this year, because let's say you were doing like a report for working from home and you wanted to use this picture, but man, maybe you didn't like the background or that clock or that painting, you just wanted to use that part? Well, now you can with Office 2010. So here we are in Word to show pictures. We go to Insert. Now I could just put my own picture in, but I'm going to Clip Art, and this new menu, that's attaches to Office.com, and I can search for the 150,000 free images we have there. I'm going to search for home laptop, and I can choose which type of media if I want. If I don't want, illustrations, if I just want photographs, I can go to that, and it just gives me photographs, and I can scroll through when I find one I like, and there's that guy. Look, I just click and it appears in my report. Now here's all the things I can do with the picture now. Remove background. One click and look, it takes out the background. Now it kind of gives us this mat to play with, and you can kind of play around and get the points that you want removed from the screen, and they turn purple. Now it does, it's not perfect, and here look, that phone is not there, so I'll mark the phone as something I want to keep, and look, it turns white and the phone's going to be in the picture now. Look, a little bit of a color there. I'll change that. Now I could delete some of this stuff down here, but I kind of like that desk items that kind of says that he's working at a desk. And look, there you go, remove background. Now here's some other features that we can do. Now usually you'd have to go to another program to do all this stuff, but now you can do it in Word, PowerPoint, even Excel. Artistic effects. Look at all these cool effects. I just mouse over each picture and look, it changes. All these little cool things I can do. I can make it look glossy, or here's a pixelated type of picture. I can make it look like it's in bubble wrap. All cool things. Now, other things that we can do with normal photography programs. Changing the sharpen and the soften of the photo, changing the color and brightness you can do, and then also you can change the color. You can make it cooler, or give it a tone here. So like, look, with this, it now matches the color of my report. Ooh, what's that? It's the most requested feature in PowerPoint. Video. That's right, video is now in PowerPoint in two different ways. One, you can now record your presentations, so you can send out a movie file of them instead of just sending your slides out. It can help protect your slides. And two, you can now put video in your PowerPoint presentation. So remember, when you do a presentation, you have to stop it, go to the video player, come back to the presentation. We've solved that with Office 2010. So here in PowerPoint, we've seen this diagram before where you get, you click to add your graph or your picture. Now look, insert media clip. Click on that, get your video, and look, there's your video. It's not that gorgeous, it's grass, but look, I have tools now. I go to the trim video, and I can trim the video right in PowerPoint. I don't have to go to another program. Opens up this window, and there we go. That's my dog Bella. We're playing. Okay, so let's grab the left-hand side, and we kind of move that till we find the starting point of the video, so it doesn't start with grass. So kind of edge this back and forth. That looks good. Now we go to the right side, and we pull the ending back to get where we want the ending. So look, we'll trim out a good 10 seconds of video here. That looks good. Hit OK. And then look, there's the edited video, and it plays right in PowerPoint. And I can do all those cool formatting things I do with pictures, so I can get different video styles that I can do some cool things. Get it, Bella, get it, get it. Ooh, this is good. This is a good feature. This is called broadcasting. It's a feature with PowerPoint that you can broadcast your presentation to people, and they don't even need PowerPoint. They just need a web browser. I mean, okay, now this silver thing is not in the box. This is conceptual. I just got it because it's, kind of cool. Okay, well, maybe I can pick up some tunes on this thing. here we are in PowerPoint. Up in the left-hand corner, hit File. This opens the new Backstage view. This is all the things you do to a document. Find your recent ones, start new ones, print, save. And you can save to several different areas now. And this is the new Broadcast slideshow. Click the button. It starts this service, which is included. All you need is a free Windows Live ID or use your SharePoint services. Now, this will generate a URL, and I can mail that to anybody, or IM it. But I'm just going to copy it here. And I'm going to shrink down PowerPoint to the left-hand side of the screen. I've opened up a browser in the right-hand screen. That's what anyone needs, is just a recent version of Internet Explorer, Firefox, or Safari, and of course connected to the Internet. And then they can get this. They don't need any other special equipment, including PowerPoint. Now look, as I'm going to click through my slides here, there's just a very slight hesitation when they see it. Now the sound will just go through the regular conference call, but again, all they need to use this simple tool is an internet browser and an internet connection to get your presentations beamed around anywhere. Here's something new. It's a report. Well, you know when you get one of these big reports and it's like 50 pages long, you're like, oh, come on. But look, there's an executive summary. An executive summary is a cool thing because that kind of summarizes the report in just a page or two. So that's what you read and also makes you feel like an executive. Well, we have something like executive summary, and it's for Excel. It's called Sparklines. So the history of numbers in an Excel spreadsheet. Here, where does my eye supposed to go? Look at all these numbers. I don't know where I'm supposed to. What are the high numbers? I'm looking at cost, discount. Now, in 2007, we introduced conditional formatting. This gave you graphic representation of, you could see the costs, you could see the lower discounts pretty easily. But look, if you're looking at trends, you'd have to go to a graph and look at this. It's a jumble. I mean, I have to do like a roller coaster with my finger to go up and down on these lines to try to figure out which one's which is trending well at the end of the year. Aha, this is where Sparklines comes in. Look, each line of data has its own graph here now, even with high and low points. So I can see what's going up at the end of the year or going down. And like with everything else here, I can reformat. Now here's a tab for Sparkline tools. I can turn this into a column if I want to, or a simple win-loss. I can also change with design and color. But again, Sparklines is an executive summary for each line of data. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Office, and it has your notebook. Look, I have your notebook, your favorite one, with all the great ideas. I'm going to save that. Well, okay, I don't have your notebook. What I have is OneNote. OneNote, I'm lying, is not new. We've had OneNote before, but for the first time it's in all the suites. So if you bought a box, you now have OneNote. So I want to introduce you to something that's one of our favorite programs around here. Here's an all too brief introduction to OneNote. Here's where you can gather, organize, search, and share with OneNote. Think of OneNote as notebooks in your computer that have sections, pages, even multiple notebooks, let's say in a backpack or something like that. Now don't look at what I'm doing specifically here. I'm just going to give you a potpourri of things you can do with OneNote. How you can scrapbook ideas for projects, either you or shared notebooks with your team. Now, this works with a thing that kind of works like Canvas, so you can move things around. They're not regimented to a grid or anything like that, and you can make them bigger or smaller, whatever you want to do with them. Now, here's a specific thing I do want to show. You can scrapbook easily because you can grab screenshots really, really quick. And all you have to do is use your Windows key and your S key, and here I'm in a website. I find the area I want, I highlight it, and look. I can put it right to my clipboard, or I can put it right into a specific area of OneNote, and there it is. Now look at this. Not only there it is, there's a URL in case I ever want to reference it again. It's even date stamped, so I know when I took it. Now look at this. I right-click on it, and I can copy text from a picture. It depends upon how clear the picture is, but look at this. I just paste it in here and I don't have to retype all of that. It's all right there for me. There's so much more you can do with OneNote. Look for the OneNote icon in other Office programs so you can copy messages directly in, or reports, or even internet pages from Internet Explorer. And then there's an array of highlighters and pens so you can be productive and have a little flair and fun with your work with OneNote. Excuse me. Remember when you used to have to take a picture and you waited a long time for it to develop? Well, now we have the preview function. You can just look at the picture and think, yeah, let's get rid of that one. So you can act on it right away. Well, we have preview feature now in Outlook, and what that allows you to do is to look at things like attachments and your schedule really quick so you can make a decision quickly without waiting around. Preview feature from Outlook. Here we go again. So I open up my Outlook and I see that Nancy has sent me a meeting request. Now when I open it up, her message, look, my calendar appears right in the message. And I can see that she's scheduling this the same time I have not one but 2 appointments. So I'll probably need to go back and propose a new time for Nancy. I don't have to open my calendar, I can do it right there in the message. Here's another message I got. I can read about it, but look, it has an attachment. I can preview the attachment right in Outlook. I don't have to open up Word or Excel or PowerPoint. And look, this presentation, I can even see the animations. So, I can open it up later if I really think this is something I need to dig deep on, or I can just preview it here, save the time, don't open up anything, and with the time I saved here, I can simply delete this and open up other email. So that's just some of the new things we put in there. I mean, I've even talked about the ignore button or pivot slicers or the Outlook social connector, but trust me, they're all in there. So it may not seem that exciting to me looking at the back of the box and figuring out which suite with which program you want to take, but trust me, all those things are waiting to get out and make your life more productive so you can make decisions quicker, so you can have better results faster. It's all part of Office 2010, and well, you just don't get my dog. Sorry. Find more at office.com.